Today I worked on research. I was researching this house in Italy I got sent pictures of, and it's not really a house. You know how they promote you ads and they serve you up ads? I got served up this ad. Make up to $115,000 as a surrogate. This is an ad on Reddit right now. It's in Italy by Rome, and it's not really a house, it's like a temple, like a mausoleum. Is this like that surrogacy scam? Remember that? They got busted for having all those kids in their house. What is this? What is this? It's got all these weird like paintings in this like temple area where there's like a bath where you could take a ritual bath. And they're all like pictures of the apocalypse. And then there's one painting it's no good. It's a no good painting. It's a PDF file. So yeah, you do write a PhD paper on our Snark Reddit. You include me. I will be suing you and the university you go to. You see how that works? You see how that works? I've done it before. I will sue you and your university for doing a psychological study on me that I did not consent to. Do you see how that works? Do you see how that would never get approved with a temple? And these are all older paintings, I guess. And it's dedicated to some German goddess named Hertha. Some fucking house. Anyway. Bitches. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Quiet. Putin and Trump are meeting in Alaska, which, scary. Yeah, I also saw this. My mom talked to me about this gas station stuff. It's not actually kratom. It's synthetic. It's not actually kratom. I know, I shouldn't be saying that early in the vlog, but YouTube already doesn't like me, so that's cool. Yeah. Scary. Yeah, but you saw what time they shook hands and met. That was planned. That was not an accident. They waited so they could shake hands at 11:11 because somebody believes that that's going to help their things go well. Welcome. So, here I am. Yeah. That kratom, that's not kratom. The gas station stuff, the stuff at the shops, smoke shops, not kratom. I take something and I should show you. I should take some right now. I should. I don't know. It's nasty tasting. It's nasty. The real stuff does not taste good. So sometimes I'll stick it in a pill, but it comes in different colors, but it's like that. It's ground up leaf. It's a leaf from a tree and it's ground up. And then you heat up water and you drink it. And then at the bottom, it's very nasty, so you drink it fast. And you add a little lemon because that's supposed to help activate it. I know, I shouldn't be sharing this online. But, and then you drink it, and then I'll read the bottom of the cup. But, yeah, it's something I started taking to get off so I didn't have to take morphine anymore. And yeah, some people will abuse it because it is, even though it doesn't affect the receptors in your head that shut off your breathing and stuff, it's still an opiate, so it still affects you, and you can be addicted to anything. Like, anything can become a problem. So so yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like it did explode because people were like, oh my god, you know, because people want to escape their lives, and people will do it the wrong way sometimes, you know. And yeah, but I use it for my back pain. It really helps. It really helps on days where I have the heavy pain. It helps with my sciatic pain, but it's one of those things, we get it through like certified vendors, and like it's a whole thing when it's from Thailand. The stuff comes from Thailand, and it's gotta be certified that it came through customs, it didn't get wet, it didn't get salmonella, and it's a whole thing. So when I see this stuff at the gas stations, it's not real, because it has to be sold in a powder form. That's the synthetic. So stay away from that. It's one of those things where you need to really educate yourself with anything like herbs or natural supplements that, you know, doctors, a lot of my doctors really didn't know what kratom was. My pain doctor did. And he was like, that's fine, whatever. As long as I don't have to write you a script, cool. But it's, whenever you get into those things, you really need to do your research. You need to really do your research, and you really need to decide, is this right for me or not? I was listening to someone talking about Ozempic and Wegovy and all that stuff, and I was even like thinking, I'm like, even if my doctor recommended that for me, I would be scared because I've had pancreatitis before. And I know those things affect, you know, like how you produce insulin and stuff. Your pancreas. Yeah, my pancreas is right here. I remember that. So, I mean, I would be scared. Even my doctor was like, take this, it's good for you. I'd be like, man, I don't really know, because I had pancreatitis, and if you've ever had pancreatitis, scary. It's scary. It's very, very painful. I almost was unalived from mine. I was almost unalived from having pancreatitis. Like, it was scary. I was in the ER, and we're sitting there, and the nurse comes in all panicked, and she starts throwing all these leads on me. And she, like, drags a chair in there, and I'm like, what's going on? Oh, your labs came back? We can't register your pancreatic enzymes on the machine. This was when I was in my 20s. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, we thought the machine was broke. And so we ran another patient's labs, and his came back fine. So we knew that yours were off the charts. Like, doctors still look back at that and go, how are you here? Like, I don't know. Yeah, it was scary. It was scary when the nurse is like panicking and shaking because she thinks you're going to code right in front of her. And I had Patrick and my mom sitting there, and she's like, crap, she's going to code right in front of them, and this is going to be traumatic, and fuck. So, yeah. You got to be really careful with stuff. You got to do your own research. Even sometimes your doctors will tell you, like, this is fine. They don't know everything too, and so sometimes you need to do your own research and look at multiple sources, and sometimes sit with it and go, is this really a good choice for me? Because, like, I was on the pancreatitis. I got pancreatitis from taking a drug called meloxicam, which lots of people will take meloxicam for inflammation long term, for pain. I was put on it for my back, and it did help my back pain, but I got pancreatitis from it. And I was just the weird one, less than 1% that got it. So, yeah. I gotta edit. I was just watching this because my mentor, he, like, messaged me, and he's like, you should watch this. I'm like, okay. What are they doing now?
I'm gonna cycle through all 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, guys, the broadcast paused for 1 second when I put my headphones in.
Okay.
Nobody hacked the stream or something. It just
Lookner. He's the one who's always like, don't forget to at me on X, like in Friday, you know, where she's like, don't forget to call me when you get home. And she's like, okay. That's what it feels like. Lookner will be like, don't forget to at me. Don't forget to tell me what you think about this on X. Don't forget to at me, at Lookner. I'm like, don't forget to tell me what's going on. Don't forget to call me when you get home. Okay. That's what it feels like with Lookner when he's like, don't forget to at me on X with your opinions about what's going on. Don't forget. So, yeah, normal hair today because I had to wash it. And it was early in the day. A lot of times I've been washing it at night so it'll dry overnight. And then I just put a wig on the next day because I love the color so much. But, yeah, I twisted it a little bit. I know, it needs to be cut. We'll get that done. I have to pull out my Farmer's Almanac and see when I can cut my hair next. I think it's like the 20th or at the end of the month. I have to chop a lot of hair off. And Farmer's Almanac will tell you, if you cut your hair on certain days, it will grow. And then if you cut it on other days, it'll grow, it won't grow. So there's certain days, I guess, according to the lunar cycle, that you cut your hair. So I have to consult my farmer's almanac. They have all kinds of, like, on what days to advertise, what days to, you know, potty train, what days to wean a cat. I keep thinking about what Taylor Swift said on that podcast that her dad said. Like, he's like, I'll be fine from my quadruple bypass. You know, a cat, when it's, you know, not feeling good, it just curls up by a tree and heals itself. And I'm like, I've never heard that. What the hell? Where are my cats? Phillips. Is that Philip or no? No, he's sleeping, but I'm like, what the hell? You never told me this. Like, I could just curl up by a tree and heal myself? What? What is this conspiracy I've heard? No. God, I've seen a bypass. I've seen a double bypass. When I was in nursing school, I actually was in the OR, standing there looking into somebody's chest. Like, it is a gnarly fucking surgery. I don't know if they changed it where they can go in. They have to crack your chest open. And they put you on this machine where you're like in suspended animation, and they put ice, and it's a whole thing. It is the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's amazing what people and how far we've come in certain areas of medicine. And I had the guy, I don't even know his name, but there was a special guy who runs the machine, and it's like a heart and lungs. And it had all these things in it, and it was a special machine to keep this guy alive while they bypassed him. And so the doctor is working on the heart part, and then he has a physician assistant. This doctor was big on not using, like, he didn't like using animal parts. He didn't like using the mesh or fake things. He felt like taking somebody's, like, an artery or a vein or something from their leg and bypassing was so much better. But he felt like the reason why that was not pushed as a technique as much is because these other companies who sold the parts, the animal parts, or the you know, synthetic whatever, that they were just, it was about money. So I really respected this doctor. He was one of those doctors that were very like, no personality. If you approach them, they were it's kind of scary. But if you know these kinds of mindsets of people, it's not. Like, you just know it's just a doctor. Because they're up in here and they're having to use their brain like a computer. Because our brain is better than a computer. And they went to school for so long to make this you know, becoming a doctor, a medical doctor, is a lifestyle choice. So it becomes a part of you, so you can instinctively know what to do on the operating table when it comes out. It is amazing. If, you know, doctors who are really good doctors, you know, it's amazing, you know, the process they have to go through to do that. So, yeah, that was, incredible. And that was just a double bypass. Like, and then they take you to the cardiac ICU to recover, and you're on all these, it looks scary, but I know they do it all the time now and stuff, and it's like, we got this. Like, amazing. And I'm sure that guy's out there somewhere still that I watched. It was a guy, but wow, that's a lot too, having to deal with your parents having surgery. Like, she said her mom had her knee replaced, and then her dad had to have the quadruple bypass. That's so fucking scary. That's so fucking scary. And the fact that she said they only found that on a resting stress test, like one of those silent things, that is so scary. But her, I think, just sharing that story, that could have saved somebody's life. So, I mean, that's the cool part about that. Someone might be like, hey, Taylor Swift's dad, restings, maybe I'll go get that. And They don't have to have that major surgery because they can get a stent in or something. I don't know. Save their life. They don't. So, I'm going to get back to this and do some editing. Yeah. This is scary, man. I remember when Obama met with the Chinese president down here in Palm Springs at Annenberg. And me and Patrick were out on the street, and there's all these people, and we're like, what's going on over here? Why has everybody got these signs in Chinese and stuff? What's going on? And we're standing on the corner, and here comes the Chinese president, and we're like, the fuck? What? You know how dangerous that was? It's really dangerous when you have two world powers meeting in one place because of the security and stuff, so. Thank God it's in Alaska, not here, because raw. Thank God. Pulpy is live to pull me through. I don't need to, I'm not watching that. I'm like, they're still talking. I'm gonna watch Pulpy stream Snipe Foodie Beauty right now. Yeah! Boop, 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 boop. Gonna do my editing while I watch Pulpy. Woo, woo, woo. You know how they promote you ads and they serve you up ads? I got served up this ad. Make up to $115,000 as a surrogate. This is an ad on Reddit right now. What the fuck? What? Working with Los Angeles surrogacy? Is this like that surrogacy scam? Remember that? They got busted for having all those kids in their house. What is this? What is this? Why am I getting recommended this? Hi. So it's later. I got my vlog edited. Focus on me, camera. And so we ordered pizza for dinner. I got cheese pizza with regular crust. So, yeah, we're going to watch Dexter. This is still uploading and stuff. We're going to watch Dexter, and then we're going to try and go bike riding later. It's still warm, but it's a lot cooler, so. And the tram's open tomorrow. We can go to Sky Island this weekend. I'm so excited, because this was closed, and I'm like, I want to go so bad. It's just so nice. It's fun to go up the tram. It's fun to be out of the heat, so. Well, my hair doesn't look so bad.
No, it looks really good.
No, yeah. So, we're going to watch Dexter. I got my vlog uploading. I got my fill up. Frank was over here, but he left so he could go eat some duck. He likes eating canned duck. I always say, like, if he was a person, he loved duck hunting, and he loved going up to his cabin in the woods.
In his truck.
In his truck. He'd have an old red truck, and we always joke about him taking Timmy out to work on the truck. And we're like, so you're going to take Timmy out to teach him how to work on the truck because Timmy's the youngest and he's the oldest? Yeah, we always have jokes about this imaginary truck that our cat has, Frank. And he likes flannel too. He stole one of my flannels once, but then Noe peed on it because he got jealous because Noe does that. We had to throw it out, so yeah. So yeah, there's Lucidity. Hey, hey. So yeah, we're gonna eat pizza and watch Dexter. It's getting weird, but it's also good. So, raw. Welcome to Saturday. Later, we are going to the tram because it is open. I wanted to point this out. For the longest time, this thumbnail, because I listened to the song, because I've been listening to the song lately. Persephone. Telephone. So anyways, it used to be Beyonce and Lady Gaga holding hands in the Pussow wagon, which I loved. I'm not gonna lie. I love this music video. I love the visuals. I like the song. I like at the end, and it's like, no one can pick up your phone call, blah, 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 which I'm learning lately, I can't ignore those phone calls. Yeah, if you were in the last vlog, you know. You know. And if you don't know, you can go watch that vlog. And don't forget what Andre Blazar did to Adrian Jules. Okay, but yeah. So this switched. I heard recently, I can't remember who it was. Someone said that they think Telephone 2 is coming out because at the end of this music video, which I have my headphones in, so hopefully this doesn't get mad at me. But at the end of this music video, promise, we'll never go back. See? See? Right there. To be continued. To be continued. This came out in over 10 years ago. I was about to say 20. We're not quite there yet, but wow. Okay. 15 years ago, so. Is Telephone 2 coming? I heard someone talking about that. Just had to throw this in this vlog here. Is Telephone 2 coming? That person I was listening to, if I can remember, I will put it up. But they could have been right. Telephone 2 could be coming. What a weird time to have this coming out, right? Go watch this. I'm going to link this below in my what I watched. No. It's already linked there. I don't want to use my other playlist because some of them are shared. What I watched for the 16th. Cool. But yeah. What's this about? Huh? 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 What's this about? Huh? Huh? Does anybody else get it? No. 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 And also too, yeah, there was poisoning in this. Look. Look at this. Look at this. She poisoned everybody with Miracle Whip lace sandwiches. Miracle Whip lace sandwiches. Look at that. The one eye. Lady Gaga also likes to do, I know, I'm still in jammies. We're going to the tram later though, so. She loves to do this by her eye. Andy Warhol would do it. He'd be like, Bruce Weber, he's got some of him doing this V with the hands, like V for victory. We're going to be talking about room 237. We're going to be talking about the Communist Party. And we're going to be talking about Russians, Germans. There's a lot of shit we're going to be looking at. And I keep saying that, but Telephone 2 is coming. Why? Something's coming. And it's not just Taylor's new album. Hello! I know, no tram yet because we're having dinner. Patrick plated this so well. So look, I love these bowls. These are flat bowls that we love. So look, mashed potatoes, Salisbury steak, and green beans a la Sprouts. Yes. I'm not wearing a wig today. I'm just going to put a hat on when we go. But look, I'm growing out my hair. You see? I have grays coming in. And I kind of want to grow out my hair color because I feel like the grays are going to look good. Like highlights. Like, you see? Like silver highlights. So, I'm like all ready for my hair to go gray. Like, I'm like, yes. I'm going to be like Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle with my silver hair. It's like, so the only problem is look, it's really red down here, but it's kind of faded. So I think I'll be okay. And especially since I have curly, I wear my hair curly when I wear my hair, it hides that line. I feel like when you have curlier hair or frizzy hair, it'll hide that line so it almost looks like it kind of ombre'd out a little bit. See if I can show you. You know, I gotta get it cut. Still gotta check Farmer's Almanac for that, which we can do right now while my food is cooling. Hi, Mr. Frank. Oh, drama over on the Snark Reddit, Remy's Snark Reddit. Someone pulled up one of their old sock accounts that only had the first 2 comments 4 years ago were, oh, Tammy, look at this. The first 2 comments were about Law of Attraction, if they were fucking that up. And then, what was it? And then, like, them commenting on the Snark Reddit starting like this year. I told them that they should listen to Taylor Swift, stop looking at the hate comments, and get off Reddit. I guess this person's going to be writing a PhD paper on all of us on the Snark Reddit, which, if you want to, well, I'm not consenting to this, but I was like, first of all, that'll never get approved as research, because I have friends who, Patrick, he has a doctoral degree, not a PhD. I have a friend who has a PhD, and there's no way a Reddit would ever get approved as research. It might for like maybe a sociology degree, or maybe like, yeah, sociology, or like some kind of media degree or something, but there's no way that would ever get approved, because you're kind of like psychologically looking at someone and they're not consenting. So yeah, you do write a PhD paper on our Snark Reddit, you include me, I will be suing you and the university you go to. You see how that works? You see how that works? I've done it before. I will sue you and your university for doing a psychological study on me that I did not consent to. Do you see how that works? Do you see how that would never get approved by a thing? Let me show you my cat though. They love to sleep over here in the sun. So I got my walking pad back here so I can look outside when I walk, but oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, oh my God, that is close. Okay, we're back. All right, Farmer's Almanac. Oh, I gotta clean back here. It's a mess. Look at all my wigs. It's so funny how I just like started getting wigs, and I have a whole collection now. I need to get some. I like getting the synthetic cheap ones off of Amazon that are like $40. You can find some really good prices on the like hot pink or green on the colored wigs, because they're not like, I guess the natural wigs, they're more expensive, the natural colors. And so a lot of times, like, because the colors aren't very popular, they get discounted on Amazon. So I'll watch like some wigs, and then they'll get like a $40 wig is now like $20 because they're trying to get rid of it. And that's usually when I do that. Yeah, love that YouTube has shared all that. You know, all the women on there, mostly black women. Yeah, well, I didn't know how to take care of my hair until seeing the black women who are on YouTube talking about wearing their natural hair and stuff. I did not know how to take care of my hair. I didn't know how to take care of my curly hair. I did not know how to take care of it. So I am very grateful, you know, to all the women, the black women specifically, probably, because that's, you know, like, my hair is not as curly as like that, but like, I have frizzy hair, and I used to get made fun of in middle school for having nappy hair, which I was being made fun of, but it wasn't racist towards me. So I was being used as a conduit for racism. It was a Christian school that was very small, and I only went there for like 2 years. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, fun. I also would get my name as Keisha, right? It's a South African black Hebrew name. It's an African Hebrew, you know, we've talked about my name, right? And so like I get made fun of for that too, that I had this name. Yeah, it was like that people were giving me a front row seat to racism in America. So growing up in 2020 when that happened, that was not, I knew, because I'd been listening to people, because I was used as a conduit for racism. Yeah, just a little bit. So what's the best day to cut your hair for growth? See? I love this. I love my Farmer's Almanac. They're going to be coming out with the 2026. I know, I'm so fucking Farmer's Almanac nerd. I don't even garden and I love this shit. Tells you so much. So anyways. Augustus. Cut for growth. The 27th through the 29th is when I can get my hair cut. And hopefully I don't have any bad days and I can do that, so. Yeah. What are good days for advertising? Let's see. That's like selling stuff and stuff. It's so funny how they have buy a home. It has on here, hey, Remy, I know you love to hate watch me, right? Because you can't help yourself, right? I don't hate you, okay? I want you to do better. I want you to be a better friend, okay? You're a human being. Raw. Anyway, so. Ooh, hunting. Ask for a loan. Let's see. Look, it'll even say like no good days. It's like no good days to buy a house this month. That's interesting. Get married. They have a get married date. Wow, that's interesting. Let's see. June. When did Remy get married? She got married June. I don't know. It says the 4th, 5th, the 20th, the 21st, and the 24th to the 28th were good days in June to get married. Interesting. Travel for pleasure. Travel for work. That's interesting too. See, I love this shit. I know. I can get lost in it, even though I've had this since last September. I bought this in Catalina, remember? Advertise to sell. August. The 14th, the 15th, and the 20th through the 22nd. Interesting. Usually they're close to like growth days, like just in general. That's what I've also been looking, is trying to like coordinate the dates and see like if they if things that had to do with growing things were better on certain days, like growing a business, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I had an app that showed all the positions of all the planets in our solar system at the time we're at, but it took up so much fucking space on my iPad, so I have to find another app, because I know we have our astrological signs, and with some of the things I've been learning and stuff, I get this feeling that it has a lot more to do with us and the positions of the planet, not the positions of the planet versus our birth dates. Like now, like we're here now, you're not experiencing your birthday every day, right? That was at one point in time, and now we've moved on, right? I'm sure that affects your personality and all that, from what astrology people have said, but I feel like now, where we're at now, and the positions of the different planets is what affects us energetically. You know, like how we'll get like different retrogrades. Like we have like 4 retrogrades going on at once. Like right now, the reason why I've heard people say, have you ever listened to, I showed them on here, Crime Thoughts. They're very into astrology, and one thing they said at the beginning of the summer, that was a lot of people were going to be trying to get out of prison right now because of the way the planets were aligned. And I talked to my mentor about it, and then sure enough, here's Ghislaine Maxwell Hodge, wannabe, useless wannabe, trying to get out of prison, making prison moves, and now she's got fucking work release. She's got work release now. What's that about? And then I got recommended a video that Epstein isn't dead. I messaged my mentor. I haven't gotten a response back, but he's in Israel? I don't know. I'll have to find out more information on that. I mean, that might be something he doesn't want to know. Because it's scary to think that, like, Epstein is still alive out there. And, like, who did all this stuff to help him? So that video will be linked in my playlist. But, what the fuck? So, Farmer's Almanac knows. It's been around forever. Like, I mean, it's got all this stuff, like, planetary. It's got a lot of planetary stuff. It even shows you here how you can measure, like, the stars and stuff with your hands in the degrees. Yeah. Yeah. I lost the battle, but I haven't lost the war. We're staying home tonight. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I don't feel like going out. I know. I'm at home all the time. It was just kind of like, I don't know. I worked on art today. I worked on research. I was researching this house in Italy I got sent pictures of. And it's not really a house. I'll insert some pictures here. It's in Italy by Rome, and it's not really a house. It's like a temple, like a mausoleum and a temple, and it's got all these weird, like, paintings in this, like, temple area where there's, like, a bath where you could take a ritual bath, and they're all, like, pictures of the apocalypse. And then there's one painting that's, it's no good. It's a no good painting. It's a PDF file. But it's all, this is an old house in Rome with a temple. And these are all older paintings, I guess. And it's dedicated to some German goddess named Hertha. I'm probably putting it in here. And she's associated with this lake in, I think, Germany. And she would come out of, like, the woods, the dark woods, like, once or twice or 3 times a year. I don't remember. And if you saw her, you would drown in the lake. And I guess it still happens to this day. So, what's up with the bath? What's up with all the weird, creepy PDF file painting frescoes? Some fucking house. Anyways, we got DQ.
We did.
We got DQ. I hate Remy for influencing me to buy DQ. Because it is good. It is really good. It's because their ice cream's more milk-based.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. When I got an ice cream maker, I was looking up how to make ice cream like theirs. It's more milk-based. Yeah. It's good.
I mean, ice cream was good, but it was a lot more work than you think.
It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'd rather just DQ it. So yeah, we got DQ. We're gonna watch Yellow Jackets. That's getting good.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hopefully they don't add in more, like, it's not a hotel, it's an experience, or Work Philadelphia crap. Because that just is a little too much for me right now. I just want a show to zone off into, so. Later, we'll probably work on some more art after we watch some more shows and stuff and chill. And yeah, strange houses in Italy. What's that about? I got questions. I got questions that need to be answered. Looky, we're finally out of the fucking house. Oh my god. I know, I'm inside a lot, but I have a disability. I used to walk with a cane. We're doing much better, so we're here. Yeah, bring it.
Okay.
We're here at the tram. Let's go. We made it to the top. We got snacks. We got ice cream sandwiches. These are good, these It's ones. They're really good. A little thing of mac and cheese, macaroni salad, and then we got a cheese tray with grapes because they looked really good, and cheese and all this stuff. So, yeah, car view. I know.
This is the last call for this tram car to the Valley Station. Final call, and thank you for flying Palm Springs Aerial Tramway.
I love that they say flying with aerial tramway. It's so quiet up here.
It is.
Look at the pink. It's really cool. It feels like we're right there where it ombres from blue to pink.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
What do you think all the white lights are?
Probably a warehouse or a facility.
Dude, he's good at those pictures. He knows what he's doing.
He really does. Look at that.
He's gonna have a stand up here, like charging for it next time.
Get back 10 times full all at once. It's always all at once.
It's always all at once, right, Shell?
It's going to be deafening.
It is deafening. I've seen it. I've looked back and seen it happen. Cancer.
In other people.
Burn down house.
You don't think that you wouldn't do a live stream?
A watch list for a government entity.
I think you would. I definitely think you would.
Billions in dollars in environmental costs. Lost jobs.
He who shall not be named.
Right. Welcome. What else have I seen? Pointing out stuff about people's lifestyles and then it just, you know, them getting blackout drunk worse and stuff. I mean, God. We're going to have a lot to talk about in the next vlog. 'Cause shit. There's some shit. I feel like there's shit going on. Raw. So, I need to end this vlog. I don't know. Was there a lot in here? Probably really wasn't that great. I don't know. We're doing this though. We're showing up. We're signing up. And I'm getting out of the house today. So next vlog, doing stuff outside the house because stuff is coming. Stuff is coming. I can feel it. And we got to be ready. Like, it's like when you're out, like, playing in the ocean, and you should have a floaty device or something, or be careful or know how to swim strong, because sometimes there's, like, a riptide, and it just goes, psh. Well, we need to be ready so when the riptide comes, we can just kind of float over it or ride the wave in. Do you know what I mean? Like, shit's coming. Shit's coming. And remember, like Shell said, tenfold. Shell's a Christian. Jesus is her personal savior. I love when people have a chosen religious path and they feel very in tune with it, like Shell does. Like, I might not be, I'm more of a spiritual Buddhist. I kind of make up my beliefs as it goes, you know, kind of like morals and the universe and stuff. But you can learn a lot from other people and the way they choose to, you know, worship in the world and, you know, their spiritual path. And I just really like what Shelly has to say a lot of the times. It's just very positive. She's so nice. So, yeah. A lot of people don't like her, which, whatever, fuck them. So, I'll link Shelly because she's really cool. She's really nice to her fans, and she's funny, and, yeah, she's just really nice. And it's spiritually safe over there on her channel, if you get what I mean. Because it seems like lately I've seen other people talking about this too. Like, we can all feel something. I think it might have to do with the planetary movements. Remember, Saturn returns next year. It returns next year. And so I get this feeling like because of Saturn returning, and then we had all these we had like 4 retrogrades going on at once during the summer. So I can feel it, just like I could feel like at the end of last year something was coming, and then we had the LA fires. Like, I had a vlog that said the world's on fire, and then a couple weeks later that happened. So I'm not saying I'm psychic, but I don't know, maybe I am. Maybe I'm just really good at picking up patterns. Maybe it's just I'm on a lot of fucking drugs. I don't know, but we're gonna figure that out starting in the next vlog. And yeah, and we'll probably go over some more of the shit that my mentor has been sending, like the photos from Italy. It's very interesting to see some of these billionaires' homes in different countries, how opulent they are, and then you start looking at the art or the designs or the temple that they have built on the property with like a mausoleum underneath, and it's weird. And I'm like looking into these gods. They're like old German gods. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? What do you mean she needs a sacrifice every year when she goes to take a bath in the lake? What are you talking about? Why? Who is this? And why are they painted in this with a child? Disgusting. Why is that being sold in a multi-million-dollar property in Italy? I got fucking questions. And I bet you do too. So, like I said, I'll see you in the next vlog. I love you. All these stars are yours. Remember that. I gave you all these stars. And you are protected. Someone ever sends something to you, tenfold back. Because you're with me. And I'm like, I guess apparently, when you're an oracle, you're like a telephone to God or the gods. I was told this. I didn't make it up. So they get angry when you mess with things they like their telephone. Remember, my name is God's favorite follower. I know. We're all favorite followers, huh? So, I love you tenfold. Don't forget, the stars are yours. They're always there for you. For you. You. Because you know. The more we know, the more we don't know. But we're going to find that out. I love you. Mwah! See you in the next vlog.
Problem solving is something that schools generally don't teach you. You know, a lot of people don't have a good generalized approach to problem solving. They're not thorough, don't consider all the possibilities, prepare themselves with the right information. If you can develop a kind of generalized approach to problem solving, it's surprising how it helps you in anything.
I don't think. I know.
Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.